They say college is the best time of your life. Unless your roommate's a predator, the dorm manager's a rapist, and your baby daddy is neither of them.
Oh, great! Another cheerful episode of Guess Who Drugged Me? Seriously, what's next? Ghosts? Cannibal nuns? Demon cats?
We'll get there, Fish. But first, imagine you move into a luxury dorm in Chicago. Parents think it's safe, gated, monitored. Meanwhile, the guy with the keys to every room is a serial rapist. And your creepy neighbor's his drug dealer.
So it's like Airbnb meets Hellraiser. Got it!
And then, when you think the worst is over, bam! You find out the baby you're carrying isn't from the sleazy college guy who ghosted you. It's from the guy you tipped $5 to open the damn front door.
Jesus Christ! Was Satan running HR at this place?
This is the true story of Ash and the horror that lived behind a dorm room door. It's strange to think about everything that happened right before our eyes. I'm still trying to process this story, and it's not even mine. My friend Ashley, usually called Ash, went through something messed up. You wouldn't believe it. This all happened around 2012, when Ash had just started college. She moved from her small town in Illinois to Chicago. Her parents were hesitant to let her go. She was their only daughter, with 2 older brothers and a younger one. So yes, they were very protective. Her dad probably interrogated her childhood teddy bears.
Ah, yes, all-girls dorm. The perfect place for safety. Unless, of course, the manager is a literal demon. Spoiler alert, he is.
Hellfish, don't ruin the suspense, but yeah, you're not wrong. But Ash got accepted into this amazing program, her dream program, at a university in the city, so they couldn't really stop her. Her parents were strict about her living arrangements. No co-ed dorms, no sharing an apartment with men. They wanted her in an all-girls dorm, and they were willing to pay for it. After a long search, Ash found this place. Close to campus, a huge plus, but also way more expensive than other student housing. Expensive enough to cause nosebleeds, but it looked safe, well-maintained, and nothing like the rundown places you hear horror stories about. Her parents checked the photos and everything, and they agreed. The dorm wasn't too crowded. Turns out many graduate students and young professionals lived there. Quiet, which was fine, but also a bit isolating. There were cheaper options nearby, closer to the main campus, but most of those were co-ed and packed. This place, though, felt more exclusive. It had amenities, on-site laundry, a secure entrance, even cleaning services. Basically like living in a hotel, but for students. Since her parents agreed to cover the cost, Ash moved in. At first, everything was fine. Ash met a few people, mostly older students, and everyone kept to themselves. Then she met this guy, Vincent. He was a senior, and typical college story. All the girls thought he was cool. Ash knew the rumors, that Vincent was a total player, always chasing freshmen. But Ash? She fell for him anyway. Looking back, she said she was young and naive. Vincent was the bad boy type, and she was hooked. They weren't officially dating, more like hanging out. But they were close. Very close. Ash was away from home, with no one watching over her. And Vincent, he took advantage. He'd take Ash out late at night, sometimes not returning to the dorm until 3 a.m. Ash would stumble in and Vincent would just drop her off at the door. There was a dorm manager there, an older man named Mr. Davis. He was like the supervisor, maintenance guy, everything. Ash became friendly with him. You know, like you do with someone you see every day. She'd sometimes slip Mr. Davis a few dollars, especially when she came back late and he had to let her in. At first, whenever Ash returned late, she'd notice another woman, another resident, watching her from the second floor. Ash felt uncomfortable being stared at like that, coming home at such hours. She'd just lower her head and hurry inside. Then after a while, Ash started seeing another resident on the first floor, a woman named Yvette. Yvette always brought men back to her room. Ash would see them leaving in the morning. Once, Ash was in the common kitchen on the first floor. She asked Yvette if that was allowed, bringing men in. Yvette just shrugged and said she gave Mr. Davis some money, and he didn't care, and other residents did the same. That got Ash thinking. She thought, well, if everyone's doing it, but she still hadn't brought Vincent inside. Not yet. Then one night everything changed. Ash and Vincent went out, and Vincent got into a fight with another guy. Ash was upset, and Vincent tried to smooth things over, saying all the right things. Ash was vulnerable, and, well, one thing led to another. They ended up back at the dorm. Ash slipped some money to Mr. Davis, and Vincent got in.
Oh, cool! So she paid the creepy dorm manager to let in the guy who's definitely gonna ruin her life. What could go wrong?
Have some empathy. She was young and...
Dumb. The word you're looking for is dumb.
Ash said she wanted to give everything to Vincent, hoping it would make him stay with her, that he wouldn't leave her for someone else. Looking back, Ash was disgusted with herself. She said it was a stupid, reckless thing to do, and it didn't work. The next day, she found out Vincent was seeing someone else. Ash was furious, heartbroken, and she finally realized how foolish she'd been. She ended things with Vincent, but that wasn't the end of it. Vincent was a bastard. He took photos of Ash while she slept that night and threatened to post them online if she didn't take him back. Ash was terrified. She didn't know what to do or who to turn to. She started having panic attacks. She couldn't sleep. She ended up buying sleeping pills online without a prescription just to get some rest. The pills helped her sleep, but also made her feel strange during the day. She'd get dizzy, hallucinate. One morning she swore she saw the woman from the second floor walk through a wall. Ash knew it was the pills, but it still scared her. Meanwhile, Vincent kept harassing her, demanding she come back. Ash finally confided in some friends at school about what was happening. They were supportive, though some had warned her about Vincent before. They convinced her to report him to the dean. Ash was afraid she'd get in trouble too for what happened, but her friends insisted she was the victim. Eventually, she went to the dean. The school took it seriously. They called Vincent in, confiscated his phone, and found all kinds of compromising photos of other women. He'd done the same to them, threatened them, blackmailed them. Turns out Vincent was a serial predator. He was suspended, but that was it. Ash was disappointed, but the trouble didn't stop. Vincent was furious at Ash for reporting him. He started calling her, texting her, even showing up outside her classes. Then things escalated. Ash found a dead cat stabbed with a knife outside her door.
Ah, the classic dead cat warning. Just your average Tuesday in Chicago.
Hellfish! This is serious. A dead cat is...
A sign you should move immediately. But no, let's stay and see what's next.
She loved animals and was horrified. She told Mr. Davis about Vincent, and Mr. Davis said he'd keep an eye out. One day, Ash was doing laundry on the second floor. There were 2 washing machines, and one was running. As she folded her clothes, the same woman she'd seen before came in and just stood there, staring at the machine. Ash asked if she was doing laundry. The woman turned to Ash, looked her up and down, then walked away without a word. Ash thought it was weird. That night, Ash couldn't sleep. Around 12:30 a.m., someone started banging on her door, hard. Ash was terrified. She looked through the peephole, but no one was there. She locked the door and took more sleeping pills to calm down. The next morning, Ash woke up feeling awful. She was dizzy, nauseous, and weak. She went upstairs to get her laundry, but her underwear was missing. She asked the woman from yesterday if she'd seen it. The woman said no.
Oh, sure. Trust the lady who walks through walls. Totally reliable source.
Hellfish. She was hallucinating from the pills.
Or was she? Done, done, done.
That's when Ash got really scared. She went to Mr. Davis and told him everything about the missing underwear, the creepy woman, Vincent, the dead cat. She was done. She moved out. She started looking for a new place, far from Vincent. But she was so sick, she could barely function. Every morning she woke up feeling like she had the flu. She couldn't even go to class, let alone apartment hunt. She finally decided to see a doctor. She told the doctor about the sleeping pills, and he lectured her, but then ran some tests. The doctor came back with the results. Ash was pregnant. Ash was shocked. She hadn't even considered that possibility. It had to be Vincent's. She tracked him down and told him. He denied it, saying he'd used protection, though Ash was pretty sure he hadn't. He refused to take responsibility. Ash was devastated. She didn't know what to do. She considered ending her life. But then she thought of her family, how much they loved her, and she couldn't do that to them. She called them and told them everything. Of course, they were upset, but they told her to come home. Ash moved back in with her parents. They helped her through the pregnancy, and she eventually gave birth to a baby boy named Gabriel. Ash's parents even contacted Vincent's parents, trying to get them to acknowledge the baby, but they sided with Vincent. They refused to believe Gabriel was his. They wanted proof, but a DNA test couldn't be done until the baby was born. Ash and her family decided they wanted nothing to do with them. Then, the story got darker. About 9 months after Ash moved out, she got a call from a friend at school. There'd been an incident at the dorm. Mr. Davis had been arrested. He'd been drugging and assaulting female residents. A new resident, let's call her Maya, had been feeling sick every morning, just like Ash. She'd also found fluids on her sheets. She got suspicious and set up a hidden camera in her room. The camera caught Mr. Davis sneaking in, spraying something on her pillow, and then assaulting her while she was unconscious. When Maya went to the police, they searched Mr. Davis's apartment and found the drugs he'd been using. Turns out he'd been doing this to other women in the dorm, too. Many had the same symptoms as Ash and Maya, but never realized what was happening. Mr. Davis had a master key, so he could enter any room. He knew the women's schedules, when they were out, when they were asleep. And he'd been doing this for years. When Ash heard the news, she was horrified. She realized the dizziness, nausea, and weakness she'd felt. It wasn't just from stress or sleeping pills. It was from being drugged. And the fact that she was pregnant? It wasn't Vincent's. It was Mr. Davis's. The police investigation uncovered even more. Mr. Davis bought the drugs from a dealer. But when they tracked the dealer down, they found he was just a middleman. The real supplier was Yvette, the woman on the first floor. Turns out Yvette knew what Mr. Davis was doing. She helped him, covered for him. In return, he let her bring men in whenever she wanted, and she supplied him with drugs. But Yvette's involvement went deeper. She'd known about Mr. Davis's activities even before Ash moved in. Another resident, a woman named Riley, had been one of his victims. Riley had complained to Yvette about feeling sick, but Yvette ignored her concerns. Eventually, Riley got pregnant. Yvette helped Mr. Davis cover up Riley's death, making it look like an overdose. Ash, hearing all this, was shattered. She couldn't believe the evil that had been happening right in front of her. A DNA test confirmed Gabriel was Mr. Davis's son.
Well, that's enough internet for today. Anyone else need brain bleach?
And that, folks, is why you never trust a dorm manager named Mr. Davis's, or anyone named Vincent, or
humans in general. Stick to fish. We're less murdery.
Ash is still raising Gabriel. She's trying to move on with her life, but it's hard. She has nightmares. She's in therapy. She's trying to rebuild, but she'll never forget what happened.